Okay, I welcome all of you to GCIB TV. We are live here on GCIB studio. Most of you will be asking today what is happening again. We just want to inform all of you that we have the embassy representative of Kenya who is here, and today this man is going to tell us a lot about the life of Kenyans in Bahrain. Please, I want you to like our show. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share because it's one of the best TV that you have as of now in Bahrain. GCIB welcome all of you live on our show. Please, before we start, I would love that all of you will keep silent whilst we listen to the national anthem of Uganda. Good evening once more, sir. Please can you introduce yourself to my viewers, who you are, and we want our viewers to know who you are, and also if you can tell them something briefly about you, sir.
I'm Umar Kisekka, Bahrain Ugandan Community President and Embassy Representative for the Ugandans in Bahrain. Currently, in this regime, we always welcome everyone on board, and with this in my introduction as the chairman and embassy representative, for the experience I've had on it more than 5 years here in Bahrain, and how the leadership in Bahrain is moving us, I really appreciate that. And more so, now we are on live GCIM.
GCIB.
Yeah, GCIB.
Yes, please.
Really, it's a challenge, very, very challenge. And trust me, as we are moving forward, I'll make sure that you don't leave us behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say your name is Mr. what?
Umar Kisekka.
Mr. Omar Seka.
Yeah.
Mr. Omar Seka, what inspired you to become a leader in Uganda community?
You know, sometimes most of us think that being a leader is just by a nature gift. But at times, the experience you go through can make you to be in a position of that place without even knowing or you ever dream about it. For me, when I came here in Bahrain, we faced a challenge of, like we are like scarce in the area, and it was very rare to find Uganda here in Bahrain. Suddenly, our mentors in this community, way back, they started a community leadership. And from this, it keeps on coming year by year, with challenges. Then my time came.
How many years have you been in Bahrain here?
More than 6 years.
More than 6 years. Are you married?
Yes, please.
Are you living here with your children and your wife?
Yes, please.
But what actually inspired you to even come to Bahrain? Leaving Uganda to Bahrain?
Back home we all have different ambitions.
Yeah.
So I wanted to change my life. I will not say the only financial way, but even the way of living. Because you might have a dream or say, I want to be like, something which I feel like, okay, I'm somewhere. I have the power, I have something I can, you can reach out anything you feel like. That was the dream. But trust me, along the way, you start getting the real reason why you came here when you have just arrived in Bahrain.
So since you arrived in Bahrain, you said it's within this period of 6 years now.
Yeah.
Within the period of the 6 years that you have been in Bahrain, did you come here when you were already married or you get married in Bahrain?
I got married in Bahrain.
You get married in Bahrain?
Yes.
So should I say that you get married to some of the community members?
No.
Then you get married in Bahrain?
Yes.
So how did you meet?
Actually, my marriage, I got married here, but it was from home, direct from home, that I brought my wife here.
Is she a Ugandan?
Yes, please.
She's from Uganda.
Yes.
So should I call it that she was not already in Bahrain, but after when you get to Bahrain, before you get married to her and bring her to Bahrain?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So it's not somebody you met in Bahrain.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of Bahrain ladies. There are a lot of ladies from Uganda in Bahrain. Why couldn't you do so?
Just on preferences.
Preferences?
Yeah.
Does it mean that the ladies here does not have the quality of the ladies in Uganda?
No.
Then why?
As the term itself, preferences, that you might like something and the one feel like I'll be okay with this. But it doesn't mean that that same thing you've left out, it's not good. But at certain point you feel like it will be better when I choose this.
Are you a Christian or a Muslim?
I'm a Muslim.
Born Muslim or converted?
Born Muslim.
And what do you believe in?
I believe in Allah the Almighty. That's the first thing. So everything follows with that, because we know when you believe in the Creator, and all what you are following will come. Like the way of treating people.
Yeah.
How you treat them. It starts from the fear you have to your Lord.
Does you treat the people, Ugandans in Bahrain here, did you treat them good?
I think they are the one to prove that.
Hello viewers, this is just the beginning of the introduction, trying to pull my brother a little bit here. But we want to know what actually inspired you. What makes you to feel that you want to take the leadership, because there was somebody before you.
Yes.
Viewers, please, I want all of you to share the link. Just go to the YouTube, you type GCIB TV, and you will see the link. The moment you see GCIB TV, please share the link as much as you can share to all the, all the Uganda's pages, and all where you can be able to share up to. Thank you. So, as I go back to my question, what inspired you to become a leader or to take the position as the chairman or as the president of Ugandans in Bahrain?
If you have the love to serve people with your heart, it will always follow you no matter what. Even the situation is that hard, something will pull you and say, no, you have to be here. To add something. It's not that what the elders did was not enough, no. But we come to cross-check, maybe there is something, there is some gap, there is something I can add to the community. So with that, the love to serve the community, to serve people around me, that's inspired me a lot. I'll not say that the leaders who were, before I took over, didn't inspire me. They did a lot. But there is something that pulls you always, the love to serve the community.
So you want to say that the love that you have for Ugandans,
Yes.
that is what inspired you to become a leader?
Yes.
I'm a bit confused here.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody before you.
Yes.
There were other leaders. Why would they leave that position and give that position to you? Does it mean they don't have love for Ugandans?
They do. And that's why they think that with the love they have, it's high time to leave and bring someone else.
So meaning that their time was over.
Exactly.
Okay. Since you become a leader, or since you take the leadership of being with the Ugandans, what has been some of the things that you are doing that have inspired the Ugandans about you? That the Ugandans can say, yes, we are really happy of our leader.
The engagement. The more you engage with people and showing them that I'm there for you, come, we can share the happiness and difficulties together. People will always appreciate that. Not always when you are happy and you feel like it's okay. People love, no. How about when there are some difficulties they are going through? And that explains when some people or the percentage of the Ugandans reach you out, whatever the circumstances might be, it really shows that people should always stick with a leader who is engaging with them. And I think, because like I told you, there's people out there to prove that.
Yes, but many people are watching us.
Yeah.
As today, we are having a lot of people watching us far away from many, many countries that they would love to know more. And how have your journey as a leader or as a chairman for the Ugandans, how have the journey been so far?
It's just 3 months. But trust me, and this goes to all our committee leaders, we are facing a lot of challenges. Whether they are intended or not, please never give up to serve the community. However difficult it is, try as much as you can, because there is still need. There is still need. No matter what, try as much as you can. My host, he's trying to pull something specifically on me, but I believe leadership moves with a committee.
Yeah.
And that committee, that strives you to do more, whatever you can. Because one person you cannot help it. So with that, I think that's what inspired a lot of, the emphasis you put in something, the love, it pulls you always to try and serve your community.
Okay. So within the period that you have been serving the Ugandans, how have the journey been? Is it easy? Is it difficult? Are you facing challenges?
Challenges will always be there. But what matters a lot, how you tackle them. You cannot say that we are in a sweet honey space. No, it will never be there. Challenges will always be there. Even yourself can challenge yourself. But at least when you solve an issue and someone is happy, that will pull you to more challenges you are facing to try at least also to solve them. So back to your question, it's not easy, but that's why we are chosen to be leaders. So we have to face whatever comes our way, and we do what we can.
Does it mean you don't face too much challenges? You do. But there's one thing that my viewers would love to know. Looking up to your leadership and as an African community in Bahrain, how did you cope to work with the people within the Bahrainese and your people? What are the challenges or the things that you face within them?
When it comes to mostly dealing with the Bahrainis, I'll start with them, the authority, language barrier.
Okay.
Because you might find, and I'm sorry to say this, but even as, like Africans, at least you must try as much as you can to learn English.
Yeah.
To learn English, because now this is an Arabic country. If you cannot speak Arabic, it's a must at least to understand English. And you can speak, you can communicate, someone can understand you. Because only with that, you might end up saying, they have done injustice on me because of communication skills you're lacking. But that's not the case. Everyone should try to understand that if you are sitting somewhere and there is a skill you can learn, mostly language, do that. That's the only challenge, I think, because everywhere there is laws. You cannot run a country without law. So it's upon us to abide with the laws. So I cannot say that the Bahrain laws are tight or what. No, we have to face that. Once you get in a country, that's the first thing you should know. And try to put yourself to understand each and every law, mostly in your line, because you cannot understand everything, but at least try as much as you can. And regarding our community, please, most of the time when you bring an issue, don't think it will be solved instantly. That's one of the challenges. Like you say that don't you face challenges? We do. But if someone brings an issue to you, it wants to be solved instantly without even waiting. But some issues cannot be solved just like that. So there are a lot of problems, but like I told you, we have to face them no matter what, and we find a solution. Because that's the main, or I should say that the basic need from a leader, to try to solve a problem.
How many Ugandans are you having in Bahrain so far?
I need to cross-check with that, to be honest.
Does it mean that you don't communicate with them, as it?
No, we do, but I'll be honest with you. Like now, recently, we opened a link which is gathering most of us, but some of them, they are not up to that. Okay. But we are trying to pull it. Because if I give you the figure, but at least I know we are more than 600. So it means if we are 1,000, 2,000, the number, there is a saying that if the number exceeds 98, that number is no longer small.
But you are a chairman.
Yes.
So being the chairman, don't you think that you need to know the people that your people, because how does it, wait, before we even come to the numbers, how does it hear about Bahrain? It doesn't mean that you have an agency that brings people to Bahrain, or they come on their own?
Before, I think it's like 10 years.
Okay.
Whoever wanted to come to Bahrain had to pass through agencies.
That's 10 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
But now it's kind of open that even me, I can bring someone. And the main thing that's stopping us to know the exact number. I know most of the leaders, I'll check with the information team. I know they have the number, at least I'll check with them. Maybe we can know next time we are hosted, at least we try to communicate that. To be at least, yeah, with the number, maybe exactly where we have reached through this census which is going on. I know it will be positive and more Ugandans will register. And by that we'll know the number.
But I'm a bit confused. Yes. My main issue here is, how does the Ugandans hear about Bahrain?
Yeah, I was finishing up with that.
Yeah.
That the agencies used to, but now you can, when you, it's actually maybe that I need to know the Ugandans in Bahrain. If through immigration you can do that.
The meaning that your Kuwait, Umar, are the ambassador ones.
2,000, because every day, I think even today I might hear someone is coming. To be honest.
Yeah. So one thing also that my view, well, these migrants or these people coming from Uganda to Bahrain, what you have laid down for them, when they get here, they can be able to follow them.
This answer, I'll answer it in a position.
Okay.
Because link up with them. We try to.
You are aware of that. And is your embassy also aware? You said they came through, some of them came through agencies. What are the plans? And when they get here and they are faced
today in our daily business, you know.
About it.
Before, I want to conclude on this.
Yeah.
Social media, whatever I say here, whatever I say, mention anything, them to go.
No. You know, we are trying to let our people do the right thing.
Yes.
And here, this platform is a platform of education.
Exactly.
So, as other countries may come here, they will say, advise them by the end of what they say. Allege, don't be afraid, be the agent. That's my first question.
Exactly. I'll start with that. Always, any work that's done, there's an agreement.
Sure.
And if it's their right to ask about that agreement, if someone doesn't do that, you have the best thing to, and justice. And that's the authority. I will first talk to the agents, because anyone facing them or listening to them, they say, I don't know anyone in Bahrain. Yeah. After freeing them, now you'll find the same person saying, I have my brother, I have my sister. But initially, they were saying we are lonely. So, to be honest, they are some. And I must.
Yeah, we will come on that area.
Yeah.
Thank you so much that you have been able to tell the viewers how they managed to come here. Some come on their own, and also some of them also come through agencies. Now, these are some of the problems that we face in these housemaid people. Some of them, when they enter as an housemaid, the contract they sign, as you just quoted right now, some of the contract they're supposed to get 1 day off, they will not give them the off day. That's one thing. Two, some of them also, the way they treat them is also another problem. What have you done on it so far in search of them facing troubles and facing trouble and maltreatment in their job place? Have you come across some of these problems?
Yes. And I'm happy that at least we've solved a lot of problems. The housemate calls you that I want to leave because of ABCD. Today,
what are some of the problems that they say they want to leave?
Firstly, they are mistreated, according to them.
Yeah.
They are saying they are not given enough food. Allegedly, that's what I'm not sure
Because you are not there.
because I'm not there.
Yes, you
But
are
that's
right.
what they are saying. They say we don't eat, we eat once a day. We are working in 2 houses. Yes, I signed for only 1 house. When I finish my jobs from this house, I say, no, go to my sister, go to my grandmother, go to.
As the life is going on, if you want to call to us, our president.
Eating once a day. Also, to a certain extent, there are those who are saying that they are not being paid, maybe on time, maybe it takes 2 months without getting salary. It's there. But at the end of that day, we try to reach out to the authority and they help us. Some are successful. My brothers and sisters, even one problem you solve is a success. Even if I get 10 complaints about the same issue and I solve at least one, this one will push me to try to find out what happened, where are the loopholes in these 9 problems.
Sure.
You get my point? So I will not say that each problem that comes to us, we solve it. But as long as we can listen and work upon it, we try to follow up. Because at the end of that day, you cannot force, for example, the sponsor to pay the housemate or the employee.
When the sponsor does not pay the employee,
Yes.
do you think you as the embassy representative cannot let them know or force them to pay the employee?
That's the work of all the job for the authority.
Did the representatives or the embassy representative of Ugandans here, did they have an authorization? Did they have authorization document?
Yes, we do that, but we have limits.
How did you get it?
As in,
how did you get that document?
We apply through the embassy, through our leadership.
Are you being paid?
No.
They don't pay you?
No.
They don't pay you?
Yes.
But most of them says that the authorization or the work you people are doing, you are working for the embassy, so you people are collecting money. The embassy have been paying
Remember when
you.
you told me what pushed me a lot to be a leader? It's not about money, to serve people.
Sure.
And if you want change, it's a must to start with you yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot wait for the embassy to pay us. When we Ugandans are here, you would have asked maybe even the viewers there, why we don't collect something, maybe monthly, for the Ugandan community to be at least.
Wait. Do you have a community group?
Yes.
And that is a WhatsApp platform.
We have different platforms actually, but normally we have the social media platforms. We use them, and we have our community group.
That's the Uganda community.
Yes.
Is it a WhatsApp group?
No, it's not just WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not just WhatsApp group. It's a community.
We
have a physical interactions.
Yes. What I'm just trying to say is, you know, when you go to other communities, they have their main community WhatsApp group when all the community members are there, where they pass messages to them from the embassy. They pass messages to them. When some also have problems, they communicate, because those are the areas that they get to know that this is our leader, this is our president, this is our vice.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, we do have that, but like not every problem that's brought to you will be posting anywhere on the social media. And because we are on this part mostly focusing on the problems they are facing as how they cannot get a problem and direct post it on our social media platforms.
You don't understand my question.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about the WhatsApp groups, like how does this is what can also make the community know the numbers of Ugandans that they have. I know that they may have different WhatsApp groups, but do you have one main page for all Ugandans to be on, whereby they will know their leaders, and when you have information, you pass to them? Do you have something like that?
We do.
Okay.
Yes, please. And there are more than 3. You can imagine.
3 pages.
Yes.
Okay. If I may ask, within these 3 pages that you are having, okay, they do hear all information that you give to them. They know their leaders.
You know, it depends how they receive the information.
Okay.
But as the committee, as the leaders, we do our part and we post each and everything that finds it's vital for the community to understand what their leaders. We post them because normally even after 2 years we change our leadership.
Wow.
Yes.
Is it by election?
Yeah.
So every 2 years, the Uganda community select new leaders and vote on them.
Yes.
How do you do your election?
Our elections, mostly, you know, on 9th December, I'll quote, it might be 10th, it might be 11th,
Okay.
after 2 years. That's how we wanted, or that's how we selected that to be changing our leadership because of the independence in October. What happens? People who come at the event, they are the ones to elect their leaders.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you leave it open, you know, this is a foreign land. You cannot have elections and start, you know, it will be against the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if someone wants to be sure that we want our leader ABCD, you have to be at the venue and make your choose your leader, whoever you want. If it succeeds, okay, we'll succeed. If it doesn't, we'll go with the majority. That's how it works. But it doesn't mean that we have to post, like, for example, on our social media platforms and report their elections or the polls that select ABCD. No, we don't do that. We cannot leave it open.
Okay.
Because you might end up, sorry to say, people who are selected, they are not the real leaders to lead their fellows or the community. It happens.
Okay. So if I may ask, with these migrant workers that you are having, what have been, since you came in power, what have been some of the biggest issue that you cannot forget, that problem that you cannot forget that you have solved, that you will always be proud of that? What I'm just trying to say is, since you came in power, or you were vice president before you become the president, okay, what have been some of the biggest issues that have happened to any of our sisters that you have solved it successfully, that you can be proud of?
Me, regarding the housemates or the sisters, we've done a great job trying to let them find what they want.
Okay.
What do I mean? The success, when we engage in their problems with their sponsors, they always listen to us. And here I appreciate the enforcement here. That their problems, I don't want to mention exactly what's happened because someone there out there, they had time.
No, you don't need to mention somebody's name.
Yeah.
There have been issues that
Yes.
you have solved that you can be proud of.
Yes.
We don't mention name. Just you can narrate the story without mentioning anybody's name. That can also encourage somebody. Yes.
First of all, we have our sister who was here for more than 4 years and wanted to leave the country. We tried as much as we can, and finally, through it was around maybe October, November that year, an incident happened. It was a death incident, and through our leadership and enforcement, because at the end of the day, as the leaders, even if the moments they are not for happiness or a sad moment, because it was a sad moment, the wife lost husband, and through this, she was able, because she was pregnant, to be, like I would say, deported back to country. But trust me, everyone out there who did a part for this lady, I know, we might wait for appreciations from maybe from the person, and you will not get them. But deep inside her, she's happy about that. For me, that's the most. The other thing is still pending, because the other main things we are doing, they are still. I cannot say that this is the main. Every day they are coming, they are coming in, they are coming in. Yes.
Do you have some people who are facing visa issue?
Yes, a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yes.
And what about if the police arrest them? What are you going to do?
Our major task is to sensitize the community. We sensitize them to be legal here in Bahrain.
Yeah.
But as you know, the percentage that might change might be little. Because there are some people who even they are comfortable not having a visa.
Comfortable?
Yes.
But if police arrest them?
As the embassy representative, what can you do if the police arrest you? Unless you have a sponsor.
Yeah.
Because here, the law is very clear. If you have a sponsor, when they arrest you and they are really, really there to help you, you'll get out. Yes.
Those who are having a visa problem, what have you told them? What is the embassy or the community doing to help them?
To be honest, the only solution to them is to find jobs. If they find jobs and the sponsor is willing to back that person,
yeah,
that will be the only exit. Because as the embassy, we cannot provide them visa. We cannot. And
but
we know that
the embassy cannot support them with some money to pay their visa and later pay it back? Okay.
They are not doing that. And I think it's not a good idea to open that street.
Okay. There's an issue that's happened. It is not alleged, but I was there. Last year, November, in Buri, there was a pool party that went on. There was one Uganda guy who beat a girlfriend mercilessly until he stepped on the girl's head on the ground, all because he saw the girl talking to another boy. When such issues occurs, how that you protect it?
First of all, here we ask all people who are responsible to arrange with parties, whatever the case might be, to provide security. That's the main thing.
Okay.
I know even with security, a lot of problems might arise, but at least there will be meaning. There will be meaning regarding that. So if there is no security, how can, just imagine, if you have a security guard besides, how can the guy start coming the lady, strike once, 2 times, 3 times? How can it happen? And the people who even witnessed that, just viewing like that, and you call that happiness?
Did you to hear some of these problems?
Yeah, we do.
Your people?
We do. A lot of them.
And what measures are you putting down to support these girls and that they are being abused?
We only do the sensitization part, like I told you, because anything that concerning the laws, it should be the enforcement to do that. For us, our job to guide them. Don't do this, it will lead you to A, B, C, D. You might be deported, you might be jailed. We have many cases here, people who are being jailed because of fighting. Now, regarding the issue we are talking about, if that person really lost her life, what will be the consequence? That's why you might, sorry to say, but I don't support such things. I know people will say, no, maybe you are outdated, but that's not the case. I feel like if it's a happy day, we have to be happy, not beating each other, not fighting. You might end up losing. And it happened. We have cases that happened. Someone died. How can you explain that? Because we're in a foreign land. We have to know that. It doesn't mean if we are back home we can do whatever we need. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But at least know that if I do something against the law, I have to face it.
Do you have Ugandans in prison?
Yes.
What is the community doing to support them?
Actually, we reach out them, even the families.
Visit them every month or every week?
Not every month. Gradually.
What are education that you can be able to give to our people there for them to desist from it, of some of the incidents that have taken people to prison, that they should try to run away from it?
First, legalize your stay in Bahrain.
Okay.
Because nowadays, I think it's one of the most reasons why people are jailed and deported. And things are changing in Bahrain, not like before.
Okay.
Before we used to, not me, but a lot of people used to be here even more than 3 years, 4 years without a visa. And suddenly get a job and get a visa. It was open. Nowadays, it's not there. So, legalize yourself. Stay always in your lane. What do I mean? You know, if you're a driver, when you try to make a zigzag change, you end up
in a problem.
causing accidents. So, as much as you can, like my host talked about the estate, why do you have to go there if you know that you might be the real cause of that problem? If you cannot, there is what you call anger management.
Yes.
If you cannot manage your, why do you want to go out? Stay in your room, stay in your apartment, whatever it might be. Chill. Be with your friends who can understand you, who can hold you when you start. Some people might, when they drink, they lose everything. And that's the main cause. People there who are hosting such parties at least have limits. If you ask me, I say it shouldn't be there. But if it's there, try to limit it. Don't make it open, because you cannot control these people once they lose their mind. You cannot. Let's try to stay in our lanes as much as we can. This word is broad. So think about anything that can cause you problems and stay away from it. Because mentioning it, I can spend a whole day mentioning it. To be honest, as long as you are legal in Bahrain, this is the main thing. If you are legal, it means you are having a job, you are having a visa. You've solved the basic part of it. So other things like fighting, someone lends you money and you want to pay back. For what? That's the only thing I can mention regarding that issue, because it's broad, really. A lot of stuffs are happening. We are lucky maybe because we are leaders, we listen to some of them and we find solutions. But there are a lot also that doesn't come to our attention. Yes, you don't know about it. You just hear someone was arrested and being deported. What was the cause? Small matter.
When they arrest, the police arrest people, don't they call you the representatives?
They do.
And when they call you people, what are the mechanisms that you put down?
Always we find the reason before you get involved in it. Because if you don't listen to, like for example, I'll give you the housemaid situation.
Yeah.
If the police calls you and you just go and pick the lady and go, okay, you have responded only to police. You have picked the guy. But the sponsor will still have the right to do whatever he or she needs. Like put a runaway case. So if you just go and pick the lady and you say, I've saved you from that house, okay, let's go and start looking for a job. How? You still have a sponsor.
Did the community have a place for such people that they are having problems that you can accommodate them?
Some of them, but not all. We try to accommodate that really.
How many people have you accommodated so far?
Now without visa, you mean, or just
Uganda having an issue that he or she does not have accommodation.
Okay.
Have you accommodated people like this?
No, we have, but through our leaders, we have some who are having such, I'll call it here because that's the most used word, bed spaces.
Okay.
So they try to find them at least a room to stay. But it doesn't mean that 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, and they're increasing that number without doing anything. No. At least for a month, it's okay.
So if I may understand, you have at least a room that when there is emergency,
Yes.
you can put them there
Yes.
for them to look for a job and leave.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, we have the Uganda president who is here at the moment. If you have any question you would love to ask him, please just feel free to ask all the questions that you would love to ask him. If I may come back to you,
Okay.
you have been in office for 6 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Yes.
What are your plans ahead for your people?
First of all, we want to build a strong community, and that's gonna start with us, the whole community.
Okay.
That's my major aim, to raise our community up.
Okay.
Because through that, we might, we might not need any help from outside.
Sure.
So my target is to unite the Ugandans. I know we have a lot of differences, but at least that one pattern we are having, or our ambition, why we are here in Bahrain, let's use that. Let's use that to mold all the challenges we are having. Because you cannot, we are having different heads. I'm thinking about something else, the other one's thinking about something else. We cannot have a common goal. But at least if we have a common goal on why we are here in Bahrain, it will help us to unite on that.
Then if I may ask you, what are the support that the leaders are giving to the Kenyans facing abusement, yes, Ugandans, or the Ugandans facing for being abused, unfair, they are maltreating, and they are not even being paying. What are the Uganda community doing to support those people?
I don't know if it's about financially as the community, we do that through the community.
Did they pay dues? Did you have a community whereby they pay monthly dues?
No.
Here, the Ugandans does not pay any dues.
Yes.
They don't contribute any money.
They don't contribute any money.
But when somebody is in problem, how does he solve it?
Through the community groups, we try to solve them.
So
we
far,
have to raise, for example, if we have a sister, sorry to say, who is in need of help, attention. So through the community group, we can decide. And once the leadership or the committee decides that let's support this person, we put a post, and people who are always having good heart will support.
So
we don't have that. That's why we are trying to start.
Yeah.
We are trying to make a strong community whereby we can at least raise, even if it's 500 fields. It's enough. You might think it's little from you, but we are more than, like I told you, 500. Just imagine that. Even if we do that every 6 months, if we are having 1,000 BD, sorry to say this, but if something happens, at least we are having somewhere to start. Not that zero. You can just imagine each problem that arises, we have to go to the community asking for help. Why?
Did you have any plans that you are trying to lay down for them for the future to come?
Plans, like I told you, my plans is to see our community up, and with this, financially, the jobs, the salary, but this starts from us. We have to change. We have to change our way of living here in Bahrain. If there is something you can learn, go, grasp it. If you came here in Bahrain as a security guard, don't feel comfortable that I'm okay with this job. How much I've been paid? You know? You have family. Tomorrow you are going to be married. How can you support your kids with 100 or 80 billion? You imagine someone earning 60 billion a month. This is what we want? For me, no. And I hope that everyone listening and watching our live at GCIB, please take note. Try to learn something. Try to learn something that will push you to another level. When you come in Bahrain as a situated guy, as a housemaid, that's not the end of everything. You can be a manager, you can be a supervisor, you can start your own business, but all depends on your mindset. If your mindset still lacking that, I don't know if it's it's our way of thinking, but at least we should try as much as we can to boost ourselves. Change starts from us, not for you, not for him, not for anyone else. Should start from us, yourself. Try to change. If you've been misusing your funds or the salary you're getting, try to change. Try to save some money. You'll find yourself that even no need for the community to come and, really.
Okay, since we are coming to the end of the interview, what advice did you have to tell your people outside there? And your last statement to your fellow Ugandans?
I'll start with the Africans in general. Honestly, I love this. And like I told you, you gave me a challenge. And I pray that few days I'll call my team to invite you on our pages also.
No problem.
Really. Maybe you have a lot to share to us and you have to learn.
Yeah.
Honestly. Africans in Bahrain, whatever is done, if there is a crime done in Bahrain, they don't mention a country, they just say Africans. So it means we are brothers. Don't let your fellow brothers down by doing something you know it's illegal in Bahrain. We had a lot of cases of drugs. It's so funny that we are just mentioning Africans, but maybe there are no Ghana never get involved with that. Maybe Uganda, maybe Kenya, maybe Nigeria, maybe from a silent country I can't mention, but they end up saying Africans did this. And we are losing the image. 4 years back, everyone was mentioning about Africans as good people in Bahrain. But everything changed. Really. So try to know that we are brothers, and you know what a brother loves from a brother. Try as much as you can, get jobs. There are now many groups here, posting jobs. That's what we want. Don't mention that, no, this job is only for Ugandans. Why? For Kenyans, for Ghanaians, for Nigerians. We are all the same. If you are safe, try to know that even your brother needs to be safe and secure, finding something. Not coming to you on the following day asking for a bread. And you start saying, no, you don't want to work. But when you post, you say, this job only for Ugandans. You get my point? And for Ugandans, please, your leader is here. And the leader who is having a committee that's there for you. If you have any challenge, please reach out to them. Don't just rush to make your own, decisions. You'll end up messing up everything.
President, somebody said I should ask you a question. He said, I am a Uganda, in a housemaid. I have been given an leftover food. What does some person like this have to do?
You know, that question, I'll answer it in the easiest way.
Yeah.
Let's first accept we are in a Muslim country.
Yeah.
Muslims, some of their cultures, they normally sit together to eat.
Even with the housemates.
Some of them.
That's the good ones.
Yes. But
Yes.
if they don't sit with you to eat, don't call that food a leftover.
You know, when we are talking about leftover, there are some people that they eat when they finish,
Yeah.
then they will give what they have eaten, put their hands
I
inside.
understand.
Yes.
I understand that point. But let me first answer this in this perspective.
Okay.
Because most of them, they call this, they are giving me a leftover, to be honest. Why? Because they come and eat the food and they leave the remain there and they say, no, they just gave me the leftover. Maybe they couldn't eat with you, understand? Some reasons. They say, no, why should we eat with the housemaid on that? Simple. Let's leave.
But the housemaid is also a human being.
Exactly. The same way you cannot eat with your father in the same plate. Okay? You get my point. So you say no, they're at home, they just give me a leftover. No.
Okay.
So you have to respect that.
Okay.
But if the sister meant that they are giving me leftover after finishing the food, maybe food to be thrown out, and that's what I eat. Unless you tell me they don't allow you to go outside to buy something or you cannot go to a software, then this is something challenging. You have to reach out the agents, to be honest. Because I cannot tell you exactly. I don't know what she's made.
She said, they first eat after touching the food, messing it up. They will give it to you to eat.
You now can you understand the difference from the first scenario I gave you?
Yes.
If someone comes and eats a portion from the food for the family, and later you come or they tell you, take this food and eat, don't call that a leftover.
Okay.
They just couldn't eat with you on the same plate or the same ground with you, the same table with you. But if what I know, but I don't want to mention that because for me, human it's not nice. To be honest, I can't think that someone can do that. But don't misquote me. I'm not saying it's not there. It is. But for me, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
GCIB TV, our studio at Isatan. We welcome all of you on our live and we ask you to follow our pages because we have more programs that we do bring to you. Guys, go to our YouTube and follow our social media handle in our YouTube and also follow us also in our TikTok page. As we are coming to the end of our interview, we will give our president all the respect to tell us his last word. And after his last word, we'll come to the end of the interview. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the host. I don't know how you came up with this idea, but it's really something needed in the community, and not just only the Ghanaian community or the Nigerian, but the whole community here in Bahrain that's having a common goal of sensitizing, trying to reach out each and every one staying here in Bahrain, having jobs legally in Bahrain. We need always to stay together through such media interactions. Because trust me, if you bring a Ugandan, the following day a Kenyan, the other day you bring a Cameroonian, that's how brotherhood is born. So please keep the love, keep the spirit, and leave alone the negativity. Negativity will always be there, to be honest. Will always be there. Ugandans, twebereremu. That's the easiest way I can use. Twebereremu. Yes. Yes, twebereremu. Message egenda waffe. Saagala ba authorities zonna zigiyingiremu. Naye mumanye ebbanga lyonna bwe lwobeera ku kintu lowooza ekiyinza okukiviiramu. Bwe kiba kirungi weeyongere mu maaso, bwe kiba kibi kireke. Mulekere awo okweteeka mu buzibu. Waliwo ensonga ne baliidaazi bamwe batasobola kwengeejingamu. Mufube okulaba nga mufuna emirimu. Kimanyi bikaluba, naye ate bw'ofuna omulimu respecting. Respect that job. If you're a housemaid, try as much as you can at least to finish a 1-year contract. It will be easy for you to change. You will not pay that much money. The sponsor is forcing you to pay. You find someone wants to go out because of some reason, might be valid. The sponsor asks her to pay 400 bid, 500 bid, 600 bid. The girl is not working. How are you going to manage that? So, try as much as you can. Finish 1-year contract. You are free to change. The law in Bahrain is very simple. And if you follow the laws in Bahrain, everything is going to be easier for you. Let's stay focused. Let's love each other. We stay united as Africans, as Ugandans. Leave alone the differences. Differences will always be there. Will always be there. You find a family, a brother and a brother disagrees with a certain point. But does it mean they are not brothers? They are. So let's value the brotherhood we are having. And with that, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, viewers. We thank you so much today. This our show is 360 Talk Time. On 360 Talk Time is an educational platform whereby we educate all foreigners, Balinese, within the whole world to know the truth. Here, we don't attack. In 360, we advise people. It's an educational platform whereby we try to educate ourselves to try to know more about the things that is happening in the Gulf country. Brethren, don't lose this. Try and make sure that you will follow all our social medias, and there are more things coming on the way. Inshallah, on the 10th, we will be hosting the advisor and the president of the Cameroon community on our show. After that one, we will also be hosting the Nigerian community president. From there, we'll be hosting some people from Elimari, whereby they will be coming here to tell us more about the things that is going on and how you need to educate yourself and what you can do so that you don't be in problem. Please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share our program. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Bye.